Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it to the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
691, Gators Farm. Tuna.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires left. He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got the linebacker collapse. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The lone back's got it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's off to the races. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try to get outside. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. And and he'll house it. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more.
Trying to beat the D deep. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quarterback checking off. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to pass. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Feeling some heat. Get it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gets open down the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Keeps the play going. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Look up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback keeps it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
He's brought down at the 18. That's a first down for the offense.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. After the run, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 13, Tennessee 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the move is the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Escapes the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If you get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll let it go down the right side.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. The ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Well, that field goal could have iced the game, but with the miss, you still got it closer.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's McGooligan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
Going to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself.